because nothing is more important than the Apple Watch. Nothing, Apple Watch is life. Hi, I'm the Wolf, and in this episode of your Tech for the Week, we will be discussing the Apple Spring Forward event. This event aired on March 9th, 2015. The Apple Spring Forward event is separated into 4 parts. First, we have the Apple TV. Next, we have the iPhone. Third, we have the new MacBook. And fourth, the big surprise that everybody's waiting for, including me, is the Apple Watch. But wait, you know, Apple Watch is exciting. Yeah, Apple Watch is exciting. But wait, you think they would talk about it first because everybody's so excited for it. But nope. They had to discuss the Apple TV first. Nope. Thanks, Tim Cook, thanks. Anyways, on the point of the Apple TV. The Apple TV is not a new product, but they revamped some stuff, and they said they were partnering with HBO Live to create a new web series that's exclusive to Apple. And like me, I am an Apple user. As you can see right here, here's my lovely iPhone with the OtterBox. You might be thinking, if you're an Android user, well then I can't get HBO, and you'd be correct. So, sucks to suck, Android people. But I can't say that because I'm in Canada. And if you read the little thing at the bottom during the presentation, you would see that it's only offered in the US. Okay. Which is kind of sad because, I would love to see it and I would love to pay for a subscription because, Canada, eh? The HBO Live subscription costs $14.99 a month, and that might be a little pricey, but as an added bonus, you get the first month free. Apple also said that in order to get more people to buy the Apple TV, because they're not releasing a version 2 of it, they are going to drop down the price from $99 to $69. So that's a whole $30 saved, so why not get one? I have one. So after 15 to 20 minutes of this just rant on the Apple TV, you'd think next up would be the Apple Watch, but think again, cause you'd be wrong. Next is the iPhone. Apple released that they are including Apple Pay for the new iPhone. And if you don't know what Apple Pay is, it's basically where you take your phone and it has your credit card on it and you just tap the credit card on the credit card reader to get the information and it sends the transaction and you're complete just all in a simple tap. Apple said that their Apple Pay reaches to 2,500 banks and 7,000 locations. This is great except for one tiny detail. The one tiny detail that they're missing with the Apple Pay is RFID. RFID stands for Radio Frequency Identification, RFID. And what this does is it basically is a radio frequency that allows your credit card to transfer to other things when you tap. So, that's the exact same way with the Apple Pay, it just uses RFID, right? So, what happens when you come along with a nice little nifty scanner that just scans it while it passes your pocket? This is why company that I get from made the RFID wallet. The RFID wallet has metal mesh inside the wallet to stop these radio frequencies from stealing your things. Now think of it, it's just in your pants and it's on your phone, so when you take out your phone anywhere, somebody passing by can just go whoop, and all your information, all your money, everything is gone, completely gone. Do you know how easy that would be? So that's the one problem I have with the Apple Pay. There's also a thing you can buy on Amazon for just $20 that's basically one of these readers. It's only for the credit card, but I'm sure now that Apple Pay has come out, you can probably somebody will be just like creating one, being like, oh, the money will be mine. If you believe Apple Pay shouldn't be a part of the iPhone edition, you should leave a comment below because I'll get back to everybody. Next in the iPhone series is Health. Now, we all know that they already have the Health app, which keeps tracks of your steps taken, your miles or kilometers ran or walked during the day. But they're coming out with a new line because, as we all know, health is a very important part of our lives. It's what keeps us healthy and active and basically keeps us from crumbling away into little atoms of nothingness. Apple is releasing 5 new apps to help with diseases such as Parkinson's, diabetes, breast cancer, cardiovascular disease, and asthma. And these 5 apps will become available on the iPhone very soon. They're teaming up with these universities because the universities and the medical researchers need more data, and it's very easy to just go on your phone and do a little test to find out what your thing and to help the data along. It said at the end of the presentation that Apple will not see your data. This is very unlikely because the data that is stored on your phone will obviously stay on your phone and is a part of your phone, and since it's an Apple product, they can see every single thing on your phone. Now, they might not see it, but probably it is stored in a database, so this is probably incorrect. Now, I don't have anything on this, but these are a little bit of my assumptions. Third is the MacBook. Now, the MacBook has many different things coming out as they're releasing a new line, so it won't be part of the Pro Ed edition or the Air Ed edition. It is just a plain and simple MacBook, and they're just deciding it to call MacBook, just to reset the line. This new MacBook will only weigh 2 pounds. Other things that I noted are that it's sleek and it's all metal. Another thing, that it has only 2 ports, an audio jack and a USB-C port, which can transfer all data like HDMI, VGA, and USB. But the bad thing about it is that there's only one of those. So we have to get the special adapters that will go to array of this instead of just getting, putting multiple on it, which I guess results in the thinness of it. It is 30% more energy efficient. It's also coming out with a new trackpad that instead of having 1 sensor, it has 4 sensors, which goes down evenly so you're not tilting and it's not having a negative effect on your wrist and maybe leading to carpal tunnel syndrome or something crazy. I don't know what the Apple geniuses had with that idea. It also said that because it has very few ports, it will be compatible with Bluetooth. But this is very weird because maybe it'll only be compatible with certain Apple products and not with other companies' products, which brings up a little point because in their presentation they said we teamed up with other companies, which we all know what that means because, Apple can't say companies' names because, it's all towards Apple. Apple gets all the money. The new MacBook is coming in silver, space gray, and as they all say, stunning gold. One of the last things they say is it has an all-day battery. This may be untrue because some people would use it more than other people, leading to it not being all day. So this might be a problem that leads into some company and some customers' unsatisfaction. Prices for the MacBook range from $1,549 to $1,899. And finally, as we've all been waiting for, is the Apple Watch. Finally, after like an hour of watching other stuff that we don't want to see, we finally get to the Apple Watch. One thing that I noted down in my notebooks, I noted that the usefulness of the digital touch and move goals. Because after a while we might get bored of sending little images of butterflies and flowers to our friends, and footballs for all the men out there, and females if you're into sports, usually associated with men. The move goal will be unnecessary and unuseful because as we've seen in apps that have failed, when you set move goals, you usually don't follow through with them, even if you're getting a reminder every single second to stand up, you. In the Christy Turlington Burns video, she didn't really explain how the Apple Watch was useful in your marathon, because I don't really think it's very useful in a marathon, because all you're doing is it's basically checking your blood pressure, your stuff, which isn't really necessary to run a marathon. It may be if you have a heart problem or something like that, but for a regular marathon runner, it shouldn't really be a problem. Also, I was wondering, how much mucho is she getting? Because if she's running this marathon with the Apple Watch, you know, that's a lot of cha-ching coming out of Apple's pockets. Other features include the Apple Pay, which, as I discussed with the RFID, it might be result in a problem since this is a much smaller device. But you will get a buzz every time that money is transacted, so this may cut down on the risk of you getting your information stolen. The Apple Watch also has all-day battery life, which is a little bit iffy because, as we've previously stated with the new MacBook, it might not be suited and tailored to your all-day needs. So it depends on what kind of person that you are if you're constantly using it and draining out the 18-hour battery life. Also, for some reason, they included a video on how they make aluminum and stainless steel into their products for an unknown reason. That was very unuseful and a waste of my time. Now, there's 3 additions to the Apple Watch collection. The first is the Sport, the second is the Apple Watch, and the third is the Apple Edition. Now, the Apple Edition will only be out for a certain time, so it's more like a collector's edition of the Apple Watch. The prices for the Sport Apple Watch are $349 for the 38mm kind, and $399 for the 42mm kind. This is the thickness of the watch on your band. For the normal Apple Watch, the prices will range from $549 to $1,049. Now this ranges on the band, that is, which is pretty expensive, right? And that's for the 38mm one. For the 42mm version of the Apple Watch, we will be discussing a range from $599 to $1,099. Now, again, this is for the 42mm, so you're getting that extra half a centimeter, so. And for the Edition, which is a collector's item, which is gonna be, just, guess how much it is. Have you guessed? I bet it's probably lower. The Apple Watch Edition is gonna cost $10,000. And that's just the cheapest Apple Watch Edition. They're looking at the most extreme pricing for it, priced at $17,000 for a thing that you wear on your f***ing wrist every day. Well, I guess you can't afford a doctor if you buy an Apple Watch. The Apple Watch will be available for pre-ordering April 10th, and you can get it in stores at April 24th. Some last notes I made are that it's sleek, sexy, and of course, the Sports Watch Edition is only for if you're very, very poor. It's like a big bean saying, whoop, I'm poor right on my wrist. The last thing that I wondered as I watched the video ending is, will the Apple Watch die like the Google Glass did? Like, boom, like a big bomb. Just completely exploded and it was basically crap. Now, I don't suspect it to do that because, you know, after all, Apple is the most best product in the world. Apple will leave you. Apple loves you. I love Apple. Blah, blah, blah. Apple is awesome. I am not being brainwashed whatsoever. Anyways, if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any comments for me, I will get back to you, so please leave them in the comments. I will be releasing a video every single week, so if you really like this video, please subscribe, because that'll tell me that you really want to see more content coming out of this. I'm the Wolf. And I am out.